Okay, so my name is Sean Simons and I have lucid dreams. I realized recently that people don't have lucid dreams. And I've been doing some research and doesn't seem like a lot of people do. So what I do now is I'm writing down my dreams, my lucid dreams when I wake up, and I'm writing them down on paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this channel to talk about my lucid dreams, how I get into them, what occurs, and maybe you can help me and I can help you figure out how we can stay in a lucid dream longer than I'm currently doing it. Well, last night I wrote down woods to door, open and bright room. Okay, so what happened is I was in the woods and it was kind of dark. Okay, woods to dark, maybe? I can't read my writing. Apparently I scribble in the middle of the night. I can't see. I'm just closing my eyes and I'm putting my hand over to the table here and I'm writing it down while I'm still trying to remember it. What I realized though is that when you're actually lucid dreaming, it is as bright and vivid as it is in the real world. But as soon as you come out of it, it darkens and immediately starts to break away, and it's so hard to remember. So I try to keep my eyes closed and remember as much as I can. So I was in the woods and it was dark and I was dreaming. It was lucid like normal, and it started to fade away. So one of the ways that I try to keep myself from fading away and going into a non-lucid dream, which I really dislike. I like to be able to do the fun things and can not really control the lucid dreaming, but more along the line of direct it. It's really hard to control, but I can direct and I can do what I want to do in it. So the woods were really dark. Started to go from bright to dark, and I started losing the coherence of the dream. So what I did is I did a 360 around, because that's usually what works is when I look around in 360 degrees, but that didn't work and I needed something bright. So I made a door appear and I opened it up and it was really, really bright, and I walked in and it was a huge hangar. All right, so there was a fish tank in the middle and there was water. Oh, water surf. Okay, so there's a big fish tank, and I used to have like Oscar fishes, fishes, and it looked like a huge Oscar fish. And it was back in the military, and it was my old sergeant that said I can't go in there. I'm like, you know what? I know this is a dream. I can do what I want. And I went over there and I jumped in the fish tank. It was a big glass fish tank. And when I got in there, the Oscar was on another side of the tank, and I looked in there. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I want to do something more fun. So I opened up the fish tank, and the water started pouring out, and I surfed out of it. And when I surfed out of it, I ended up in a lake, and the lake was great. And I'm not sure what happened, but I was on a boat or something. I think it was tubes. Yeah, 2 tubes, and me and one of my old buddies from the military was floating and fast. So maybe we're being pulled behind a speedboat. And he looked really bulky. I'm like, dude, you're really bulky. And he goes, I know. Last time you saw me, I wasn't bulky. I'm like, I know. And then we floated by this guy with a person that was really skinny, like bone skinny, like a skeleton, and which was weird. I don't know what that significant was. And then the guy that I was boating with or floating with spit on me. And I'm like, why'd you spit on me? I don't know why. Let's see. So no water, crazy code. Oh, what was that? Crazy code. I don't remember what. Oh, okay. So one of the reasons, or one of the things that I do is to know that I am lucid dreaming is I look at something digital like a watch. And what's really cool is when I look at my watch, it's not this watch. It's a bigger digital watch that I can actually see the time, because when you're lucid dreaming, if you look at something like a digital watch or numbers, you look away and look back, they change. They're not the same. And so what I do to make sure that I am still lucid dreaming, I look at a watch, and I don't have a watch on my arm, but in my dream, I always look and there's a big watch on my arm. And this time there was a crazy code on it, like a mathematical code. And so when I looked at it, it changed to a different mathematical code. And I asked my friends, like, so why is it changing? He goes, it's a crazy code that changes, so you know that you're lucid dreaming. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Anyways, it started to break away a little bit, so I did my 360 degrees, and I was back into it again. So then I was in a room, and there was a person in a cage, and that's the last thing that I wrote. I vaguely remember that, and I was trying to keep my lucid dream going, so I rubbed my dream arms and my dream legs, and just like right now, you can hear that. But when I was dreaming, I couldn't hear it, and I couldn't feel it. I'm like, oh crap, I'm losing it, and I kind of lost it. That was probably the whole thing, was maybe about 20 to 30 minutes that I wrote down. Now I had other lucid dreams at night, but I don't always write them down. I should write them down. That's one of the things I want to do, is I want to write them all down, try to figure out if there's something that always happens. And one of the things that happens that I know that's lucid, that caused me to go, oh, wait a minute, this is a lucid dream, is I learned recently that people that lucid dream during the waking hours have steps, or they do something to remind them or ask themselves, am I dreaming, in the waking world. So I've been doing that in the waking world. I've been going, am I dreaming? And then what I do is I touch my hand to my palm, and if it doesn't go through my palm, I know I'm awake. If it goes through my palm, I know that I'm lucid dreaming. Oh, my wife doesn't want me to talk anymore. Apparently it's bedtime. Anyways, I'll talk more about this later. I guess it's time to sleep and do a lucid dream. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know if you lucid dream. Oh, I get a little bit of light. Let me know if you lucid dream, and we'll just keep this channel going. Thanks for watching.